Is it good?
Yeah.
Hello folks and welcome to today's vlog. It is day 2 of our adventure in Belgium, specifically in Bruges. If you haven't watched yesterday's vlog yet, it is an absolute must watch. We watched the best bell ringing show we'll ever see and Andy had a whale of a time. And if you are new to the channel because you just want to check out Bruges and Belgium and that kind of thing, make sure if you enjoy this video, firstly you leave a thumbs up, but secondly you subscribe, you turn your notifications on. We do like to get out and about and do stuff like this as much as we can, as well as doing just our normal daily family vlog. Andy, I'll call him Dave. Andy, not in the road. We're not going to churches yet. We're going to go and get some breakfast first. Our plan for the day, I mean the main reason for the trip was the bell ringing thing that we did last night. But we do obviously want to spend the day in Bruges today. We're going home tomorrow, so there's lots of churches here, lots of things for Andy to look at, lots of little chocolate shops and things like that for us to stick our noses into and have a nice big smell. I need to get some Belgian fries because I didn't get any proper ones yesterday. And we've done something a little bit different. That is a Toyota. He's really into Toyota at the moment, I don't know why. And we've broken from habit when we're in hotels this morning, because normally we always just get the hotel breakfast. We're a sucker for a buffet breakfast, but we're in Belgium. Kind of feel like I need to go out and find a real Belgian waffle for breakfast. So that's where we're going now. We're on the hunt for an early morning Belgian waffle breakfast. And then I've promised Andy we can just kind of let him lead us around, hit up all the churches he wants to go to, see if we can maybe get him on one of the horse and carriage rides we saw yesterday as well, and just have a lovely day in a lovely city. I want to say city, it might be a town. I think it's a city. Well, we found a much better route into town rather than all the side streets we went down last night. We found like a main street that we didn't see. Sandwich waffles. Should we have breakfast there? Apparently we're not having breakfast. They do other stuff too. Because Anna's a food hipster, she can't eat waffles. That one literally says the best Belgian waffles.
I cannot eat waffles.
I'll see if they do a takeaway one and I can just walk it while I eat. Walk it while I eat it while I walk. I know what I mean. Apparently this is the best Belgian waffle in town. I can't eat it with a knife and fork. You had free toppings as well. So I've got marshmallows and Nutella. Well, that was awesome, but I shouldn't have had Nutella on it in public. I just had it all over my face. B-R-U-G-E-S. For those of you wondering why Anna doesn't vlog more, the camera skill was when I was trying to eat the waffle. That's
Kevin,
why.
he is in a country I don't know and he is walking off and getting
Can we have a vlog where you don't moan today?
But he is. I don't like you saying I can't do this and the other one. I'm trying to be a parent and look after him where he's going.
Well, I've currently got Anna Googling where she can find a gluten-free waffle because she liked the look of what I had. So there might be a gluten-free to gluten-y waffle comparison coming up in a minute.
To eat one in Belgium.
Yeah, you've got to try it.
Look, but
you've already tried Flemish stew yesterday. You're going to have proper fries later.
Oh, there's ribs
you've got to
and
have
beer,
all the national dishes. Ribs and beer sounds good. Andy is desperate to get in a church because I promised him after breakfast we could go to a church. So he thinks now I've had a waffle on the side of the street, that's breakfast. But I need coffee.
Restaurant.
What, a barbecue pit place?
No, a windmill.
Oh, okay. Less interested. I don't know where we're going to end up next. Could be gluten-free waffles, could be a church. Ideally it'll be a coffee before I pass out.
Gluten-free fryer for fries.
Well, there you go.
By the windmill.
He's surrounded by so many churches he doesn't know which one he wants to go in. There's one just there, there's one just here, plus there's the ones over in the Markt Square as well. He's spoilt for choice. Andy, be careful because this is a road. You've got to look where you're going. Come on, we can cross. But you can't just walk out into it. Well, I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure that's what's known in the trade as a fancy church. That was a fancy church.
Yeah.
Fancy church.
Yeah.
I imagine there's going to be a few more of them as the day goes on. Just in case you are new as well, we're not religious at all. We're not here on like a pilgrimage or anything. Absolutely not in the least bit religious. He just really likes churches. It's an architecture thing, I think, more than anything. So in the search for gluten-free waffles, which we still haven't been able to find, Anna did get a list of gluten-free restaurants in Bruges, and one of them is a place called Toast.
That's Toast.
It's called That's Toast. It just sells loads of different types of toast. So Anna can have a gluten-free breakfast there, and Andy can have some toast, which he has for breakfast at home. Don't worry, he's not going hungry while I'm filling my face on waffles. He had a lot of crisps in the hotel before we left this morning, but it would be nice just to try and keep some of the home routine in place and get him some toast. There is a place that does it.
Well, female bike, Daddy.
That's a female bike, is it?
Yes.
So we've now established there's such a thing as a male and female bike.
And buses.
Yeah, and buses and trains. Interesting. And trams. There you go, that's new. Didn't know we had male and female bikes, but apparently we do. Anna tells me the toast place is down here somewhere. I mean, it looks about right. There's restaurants. Andy in here? That's what I'm talking about for breakfast. That's Toast. There you go. Toast place. That's what I call kind of brunch. It's basically lunchtime.
You want some water?
Considering that's not his standard bread, he's done alright on that. Tearing through it. Well, it looks like we definitely went to the toast place at the right time. They're queuing out the door now to get in. It was very nice. It wasn't what we were expecting. Both me and Anna were sat there at the table saying, yeah. when we saw Toast Bar, we were expecting like.
So he says just toast.
Yeah, like a normal bar, like how you have bottles of spirits behind a bar. I was expecting different loaves of bread, lots of different types of bread, and like a couple of toasters, and we just say, I'll have some whole grain, poppy seed, I'll have a couple of slices of white. That's what I thought a toast bar was going to be. It wasn't that at all, but it was really nice. They were accommodating for Andy, just like the people were last night. They gave him some gluten-free. They didn't have like normal white bread, but they had gluten-free white bread rolls, which he ate, and they let him eat his crisps in there as well. So it wasn't exactly what we were going there for, but it was awesome all the same. It does mean I've now had 2 breakfasts. It's about 12 o'clock. I think my plan to have chips for lunch might have been ruined. Yeah, I know.
You didn't have to eat in there.
Yeah, I did. It looked so nice when we got in there. Plus, I've now had a proper cup of coffee as well, so I feel a lot more human. Andy, meanwhile, has been patiently waiting and is now ready to go and get some churches in. So I think our rough plan for the day at the moment, yes, 2 churches, is going to be to do a couple of churches, yes, a couple of churches back to the hotel so he can just chill out for a little bit. I can probably get half of this vlog edited, and then we're going to head back out again later. We want to do one of the horse carriage ride things. We'd quite like to go on the boat tours as well, but I don't think he's going to let us do that. It's Tiger. Should we go in come all the way to Belgium and spend our day in Tiger? Also want to go in some chocolate shops, obviously, because it's Bruges, and then have another late dinner, probably on the Market Square again as the sun goes down, with the church, because last night it was awesome.
It's found the church.
But it's now church time. Is that one good?
Now we'll go at that one more.
We're going to another one, are we now? Okay.
Play music, one more.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be playing music today. That was last night. Look, they've got your stairs and my stairs next to each other.
Not funny, Kevin.
Slight change of plan. We've just come into H&M quickly, and I got bean juice on her top. So she's grabbing a top, while Andy is adding another lift to his collection. So we're just about back to our spot from last night. He's very keen to hear some more bells. He wants to go up the tower as well, and I really don't know. If I could do it. Neither me or Anna like heights, neither of us really like confined spaces. We're both not exactly in peak physical condition to go up 366 flights. And apparently towards the top the steps are really narrow, and I've got size 13 feet, which is always a problem whenever I've gone up bell towers in the past. It doesn't look as high as the stump, and I've been up the stump. I really don't fancy that. Easy one. You only have to turn around for a second and he's not there. All the cobblestones are breaking you, aren't they?
Yeah, a little bit.
Everywhere.
My feet are too small.
Everywhere is uneven, and you've got one knee that you've had surgery on because you had all the innards ripped out, didn't you?
Cartilage, yeah, on my right knee.
And on the other side is where your bad foot is.
Yeah, which means all my tendons and stuff are the wrong way around.
Bottom line, uneven surfaces aren't good for Anna to walk on, and pretty much from the door of the hotel near the train station all the way to here is little cobblestones, isn't it?
The curbs are alright, but then I'm very close to cars.
Yeah. So we're having to regularly rest her and maintain her so she doesn't fall apart before the end of the trip.
I'm trying, but oh lord. When you said cobble, I didn't think you meant like 99% of it.
No, it's a proper historical city.
But it makes every car sound like they've got flat tyres.
Yeah.
It's very weird, and it smells here sometimes.
It's because they don't have modern sewerage stuff.
Yeah, and I'm like,
apparently.
ooh, it smells.
It's just a sulphury smell every now and again, especially when you go past open water, which there's lots of boat tours, so I guess you get used to it.
Luckily it's not a bad smell, but it's like, you don't want to smell
It's unusual, it's a different smell.
I wouldn't want to smell it when I'm eating stew.
Churches and bells completed for this morning. It's, I don't know what time it is, I've lost track of all time. It's just gone 1 o'clock, so we've been out for
Kevin,
a good... What? Oh, there's a big chicken over there. That chicken is awesome. We've been out for a good couple of hours. He's ready to go back. So we're going to go back to the hotel for a few hours, let him just chill out on his iPad for a bit, decompress, and then come back out again, do the horse and carriage tour, do a few more churches, maybe have one of those enormous ice creams. This street looks awesome. We've come out the back of the Belfry a different way, just because we know there's a lot more of the city we've not seen yet, and we want to try and show him it, but wandering around a city that he doesn't know is not Andy's idea of fun, so we're kind of taking him back a different way to the hotel, just to see if there's something fun we can see on the way, because if he spots something else he's into, we might not have to go back straight away. But he isn't going to stay out unless there's something that really catches his eye now. I've sent Anna on a mission into a chocolate shop while Andy sits outside. That's all he wants to do at the moment. We're going to have it, yeah, there's more churches we're going to go past on the way back, but we've got to buy some chocolates. Yeah? Yeah? I don't know what it was, but I'll take anything from that shop. I don't think there's anything they could sell that I wouldn't want. We also need to make sure we get some gifts for the girls as well. Hold on, I better tell her that to remind her. Apparently she's already on it with something for the girls. We're not getting it from there. She's seen lots of weird cats around. Don't know what she's talking about, but she seems to have a plan. Andy, look, more horses going past. We're going to do this later. A nice tour. In an ideal world, we'd do that now to show him the whole city, but not an option. A free chocolate.
But then I saw a chocolate that I want, but they're expensive.
Oh, they look nice. Chocolate waffles. What have you? Oh, and chocolate covered strawberries. I want everything from that shop. What have you just purchased?
I'm going to have my Belgian first.
Shall we have a look at that when we get back to the hotel? I think he's desperate to go back. Just enjoying her freebie chocolate. What did you get me? What did you get me? What did you get me?
To help with later.
Belgium's finest chocolates. What are they?
Oh, no, no, they're coffee chocolate.
I like coffee
They're
chocolate.
coffee beans.
Thank you. Where's Andy gone? Oh, he keeps circling around. This is impossible. It's quite busy now, and it's quite hard to keep track of where he is because he just kind of circled. That looks cool up there. I want to explore. Aimless wandering down various streets works for us again. We've just walked past a wall of beer. Shame I don't drink. various art galleries, the river with the boat tours going along, and a bookshop selling Tintin books. And I was this close to going in and going full Belgian and getting me a Tintin book, but it was all written in some foreign language. Can you believe it? This little bit here is so cool. We've got the, I want to say canal rather than river, I keep calling it a river. It looks too straight and deliberate to be a river, and it kind of goes in and out in circles all around the city. So I think it's probably a canal. A proper travel vlogger would have looked that up. But with the little trees, and there's some live music being played over there, it's just really, really nice. We've
55?
What, that giraffe?
Yeah.
I'm not spending 55 euros on a plastic giraffe. We've kind of ended up on the street that we got the waffle from this morning, but we joined it halfway this morning, so we're thinking if we follow this back up, we get to nose in, do more window shopping, which is what we're doing all the way up here, and it should still bring us out roughly near our hotel. I can't believe there's shops with over 500 different types of beer in. Hands up if you've drunk them all. One of two things is currently happening. Either we've stumbled across a much more scenic route back to our hotel, or we're walking in completely the wrong direction. We'll find out soon. We are going back to the hotel, Andy. We've just rested Mummy's feet for a minute.
Oh, I did go over it a bit.
What, you turned your foot over? Ouch. Well, it turns out we found a scenic route that was actually a shortcut. Our hotel's just there, and for the first time since we've been here, Anna's walking on relatively flat ground. So
there is more flat there.
Yeah.
Better flat, but
win, win, win all round. We're pretty much back now. It's probably nearly 2 o'clock at this point, so we did take a scenic route back and nip into some shops and just generally soak in the really nice atmosphere. And now we'll probably give Andy 2-3 hours of just chilling out and then head back out. Evening time, I want to be out when it gets dark and the lights come on again, because I think it looked really awesome last night, but we were just in the Belfry listening to the bells, so it'd be quite nice to have a little wander around town in the dark. I think it'll be super pretty. I think this is a much better system for crossings than we use at home, by the way. I don't know if I said that yesterday, but it takes away any ambiguity of, is there noises at this one? It's always making some kind of noise. Well, we've made it back to the room for a few hours rest. Andy is immediately up here. We're not going to bed, so we're going back out for dinner later. We have righted a wrong from when we went to France. Anna's trying to get out the window, I think. We're righting a wrong from when we went to France and we saw the bolognese crisps and didn't try them. The window's not going to open all the way, if that's what you're trying to do.
oh, but it should.
No, it shouldn't. We're on the 5th floor. So we've got all the weird flavour crisps I could find in the train station shop. So we have pickle flavour. We have barbecue ham, which I guess isn't that weird. Paprika, which I think is just going to be really delicious. Where's the other bag? The other bag was hamburger. Hamburger in a bun. I think you've put it in your backpack. But I want us to try pickle crisps on camera.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, let's get the pickle crisps. I made a beeline for these, so I thought they might be salt and vinegar. But just like how in France, the green ones were bolognese, here, they're pickles. Let's get them open. Try pickle crisps.
What, I'm holding them?
You have to try them too. I just tasted vinegar. It's just like salt and vinegar without the salt, sort of. It's like a tangy salt and vinegar, isn't it?
They taste like tomato sauce.
They had tomato sauce in there, but I didn't get them, so we can get them at home. Right, rest time. We'll see you again in a bit. Well, after a slightly longer than advertised break that involved much Minecraft, bullseye and napping from all of us, we are now heading back out into the centre of Bruges. It's gone 6 o'clock. We've officially...
Good though. Napping.
Yeah, we had a siesta. It's it means we can now go out and have a late dinner after having effectively 2 breakfasts, both very close to lunchtime. I did say this morning that it would be quite handy if we had a late dinner again. Like last night it was about 8 o'clock when we ate dinner, which is super late for us. So we're not going to be quite that late tonight. I don't think. By the time we have walked back into Bruges, it's going to be, I don't know, 6:30, 7 o'clock-ish, depending on what route we take. Go and find somewhere to have something delicious to eat, and then see what else we get up to this evening. It might just be a case of have dinner and call it a day there, but if we can get him onto the horse and carriage thing, I think that would be quite a cool way to effectively end the trip, because we're back home tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we're going to do another lift.
And of course the major benefit
We're going to do another lift.
Yes, we can do another lift. The major benefit of chunking the day up like that, because I know some people would say, you're away on holiday, you're wasting half the day. We're not, because if we'd have tried to stay out, you saw how he was getting by like 2 o'clock. And yeah, exactly, as Anna's saying, deliberately avoiding a meltdown, because if we'd have tried to keep him out all afternoon, nobody would have had a good time. This way, we've come back, he's now much more cheerful and energetic again, so we'll all enjoy the evening. So we've actually made the most of the day by using our experience of what works for Andy. You have to go and pay for them, Andy, if you want one.
You sure?
You have to go in and buy them then.
Well, any more? Might as well get them. Sure?
We've walked past about 4 shops on the way down here that sell postcards, and he's been looking at all of them and he just has to get some, so we've let him pick out a couple that he wants that he can take home.
There we go.
They've all got his favourite buildings on. Who'd have thought?
No, it's closed.
Yeah, you can't go in there tonight. But we can still listen to the music. We're back here again with the bells. They're not open tonight by the looks of it, so we were very lucky to be able to do what we did last night. I'm going to claim it was all planned and deliberate, but the horse tours are still running. The only problem is I haven't seen a cash machine all day. I'm pretty much out of cash. We've been paying by card pretty much for everything since we've got here. I only brought 40 euros of cash with me. That's what we had left over from Disney. So unless I can find a cash machine, I think that's 50 euros. So we need to find a cash machine. Meanwhile, Andy's just going to watch the bells. Is it good?
Yeah.
Is that done? I think he's walking us back to the same place we had dinner last night. We're currently working our way around the square, looking at all the menus, trying to find something that does fish fingers. So far we know they do. The one we were at yesterday, which is over there somewhere, we know they do. But we need something that does fish fingers for Andy, mussels for me, and then whatever Anna wants. I don't actually know what that is. And there we have my dinner. Do you want a mussel from my massive bowl? Anna is eating. She's had mushrooms, not mushroom soup, onion soup already. And Andy is on the fish fingers again, aren't you? Well, for the second day in a row, that place, highly recommended. They're really helpful and supportive of Andy, and food's really good too. I've actually lost those two temporarily. They went off to look at the church one last time before it got properly dark, while I was waiting to pay the bill, but I think I found them again. They're just here. Don't think we're going to have time to do the horses now. It's actually getting a little bit cold. It's nearly 9 o'clock.
They're shivering.
Yeah, so I'm just going to grab a coffee and then we're going to walk back to the hotel. Well, it doesn't take me long to form a habit in a new place. We're at the same restaurant as yesterday. I'm getting the same coffee from the same place as yesterday.
Let's try something different, Kevin.
This is what she has to put up with. I'm just as bad as Andy for being a creature of habit. We are now heading back to the hotel. It's all but 9 o'clock, I think, and it's like a 15-20 minute walk yet, so it's going to be a late one for Andy again, although I guess actually it's only like 8 o'clock UK time, so it's not that bad. Oh yeah, Lucy really wants one of these teapots with the cup underneath, like what we had at the Cat Cafe. We meant to go in there and get one, but they've got really nice looking coffee in there, so this is an actual coffee shop. Might come back here in the morning. I think our Eurotunnel is just after lunch, so We could stay in the hotel and then just drive straight there. We do have the potential to just nip into town.
Do you want to go in there and get them something?
Yeah, I'm gonna go and get them some sweets. Can you hold my coffee? I need to get the girls something.
Be real.
Yeah, gifts for children. And one last look at this church. I'll show you in fact I can't show you the gifts because I won't be giving them to them until probably after the weekend. Because as soon as we get home I'm then back down in London again, so I won't see them until after this vlog comes out.
Because I'm just now a carer.
I've just been on holiday with you for 2 days.
Kevin, you wouldn't have come over without me.
No, I wouldn't have done.
Exactly.
Because I've been here like 3 times before. I wanted to show you two this place.
Have you told the people what you made, the promise you made to yourself when you were like 8?
Yeah, I talked about that in yesterday's vlog. That had come back. Yeah. Yeah, it's important.
And you've had one, yes?
Well, I haven't had the chips out of the van that I like them from, but I've had chips with dinner both days.
Yeah, but that, like, I'm not gonna diss it, but it was really smelly.
Yeah, it smells nice. What I might do tomorrow morning, I might leave these two in the hotel and just walk down here early and have chips for breakfast. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. That might be what tomorrow's vlog starts with, me basically jogging into Bruges city centre to get a bag of chips.
You jogging?
Yeah, because the thing that makes them really special is the mayonnaise. They give you a choice of mayonnaises. And I haven't had mayonnaise yet. Belgian mayonnaise is special.
You can have mayonnaise at the... well, we just were. They were giving out mayonnaise to everyone.
I want special
mayonnaise.
And special mayonnaise. Right, we are going to end the vlog here, I think, because all we're going to do now is wander back to the hotel and get ourselves ready for bed. And because we spent... Yes, we have. Because we spent the afternoon in the hotel today, it looks like a bomb site, so I don't particularly want to show you the inside of our room before we pack. It's a mess.
Organised chaos.
Yeah, because it's so small, it's such a mess. So we will say goodbye. If you have enjoyed today's vlog, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for more daily vlogs. And thank you very much for watching. That wasn't much of a cheer. Hey!